Hey everyone, wanted to make a video today on something I consider extremely important and it's going to help you get a lot more done towards reaching whatever your goals might be. Obviously you guys know what my goals are, so I'm going to speak about it from my own perspective and maybe give you guys a little bit of tips depending on if you're the average person or not. It's prioritizing your life around your goals. Now, if you notice, a lot of people have a lot of excuses on why they can't, we're going to talk about training, why they can't train hard because they have so much school or they have a job that's very tiring or they can't figure out how to eat enough or whatever. And that's because they're not prioritizing everything else in their life the way they should be so they can focus on training. If you're not able to eat enough, you're probably not eating the right foods. I can blend up 200 grams of carbs and 100 grams of protein really easily. And it takes about, a minute to put together, and assuming that you can chug shit, maybe a minute to drink, that's not hard to do. Even fruits and shit like that, if you're trying to get a lot of fiber and a lot of fruits, you can blend them. It's not complex, it's not hard. You can set up your diet so that it's extremely easy to do. It's not time consuming. It doesn't matter about taste because you're drinking something. So for example, I'm trying to get a little over 300 grams of protein, like 500 carbs, and have it moderately inexpensive. And I figured it out. I got 3 servings of fruit, 3 servings of vegetables. It's all solid food. Well, it can be blended. A lot of it can be blended. But it takes almost no time at all for me to drink 2 of the meals. And the one solid meal that I would be eating is something I would want to eat. It's, beef and rice and mixed vegetables and stuff all mixed together with a little bit of salt. That's something I would look forward to eating. It takes almost no time throughout the day to do that, and it's very inexpensive. I think it's like $10 a day for 310 grams of protein and like 550 carbs, like 130 grams of fat. And there's 50 grams of fiber. It's all healthy shit. None of it's whey. It's all like what it should be. It's ideal for like $10 a day, and it takes like no time. That's an example of prioritizing your eating. That way I'm not spending all day cooking and forcing down shit I don't really want to eat. Why would I do that? It's going to save me a lot of time. Your work. A lot of people complain about work. If your job is fucking up your goals, you have to figure out which one is more important to you. Ideally, if you're trying to get big and strong, you should be finding a job that doesn't require tons of manual labor. You shouldn't be stocking shelves. I know many people who are very strong have found ways to make large amounts of money, and then they don't have to work as hard. I mean, if you look at the top guys, oftentimes they have a lot of money and they work a very non-physical job, something they enjoy doing. Sometimes it's from home. I work from home. I make plenty of money to support what I'm doing. I don't know why people would work a job that fucks with their goals. I guess it's because the job is more important than their goals. But if you want to get the best out of your training, you have to prioritize your job around those goals. Or even if you need to work that job because that's the only option you have, if you can get your diet in line so it's very easy to get the food in and it's very easy and very cheap, then you won't spend so much time cooking. If you're going to be on your feet stocking shelves all the time, if you think it through, maybe you should get better insoles or better shoes or something so your feet don't hurt as bad at the end of the day. Maybe you should go to sleep earlier at night so you can train in the morning, and then your workouts would be better. I mean, some people work at night and then go to school during the day, and so it's fucked up for them. But honestly, that's a personal choice. Nobody made you work that job, and nobody made you go to school. So the more you can prioritize your work to your training, the better you're going to do with your training, or really any goal for that matter. A lot of people, my brother included, he's always rushing around in the morning looking for clothes or whatever to go to work. How simple is it to just lay out your shit a week in advance, to lay it out the night beforehand? It cuts down so much wasted time. A lot of the time people spend so much time doing shit that they could have thought through ahead of time and would make everything so much easier for them. They'd be able to focus so much harder on the things that matter instead of the things that don't matter, with just a little bit of thought up front. Like prepping your meals, for example. Like choosing a job that allows you to focus harder on your goals. Nobody made you stock shelves. You could have just as easily gone and applied somewhere else that isn't a physical labor job. If you work nights and it makes it hard for you to train, nobody made you work nights. So basically, prioritize everything in your life around it, including your sleep. I mean, you get so many hours of sleep, right? Get the most comfortable mattress topper you can, the most comfortable blankets you can. Figure out how to get rid of all the lights, all that kind of stuff. Maybe music playing in the background, maybe a fan. Get the most out of what you can. So diet, sleep, work, all those things matter incredibly for training. If you can figure out how to do them ideally, that takes the least amount of time, that makes it the most effective at those things, you have so much time throughout the day to focus on other shit, to research, to try new methods, to talk to other people, to learn how to do better. It all comes down to, it's not just about focusing on training, it's about focusing on every other aspect of your life so you can prioritize training. About finding the foods you like to eat best so it makes it easier to eat. It's really, you have to sit down and think of everything through very, very clearly from the moment you wake up until the time you go to bed. How can you optimize each of those things you do so that you have the most time and the least stress and the least annoyance throughout the day, so you can put all your time and your effort into focusing on your goal instead of focusing on stupid shit that doesn't matter, like, I don't know, spending 3 hours cooking every day. That's what you want to do, fine, but like it's not doing you too many favors. Or, you know, whatever else. You spend an hour every day trying to find clothes because you never lay them out. You spend, you know, you picked a job that's a fucking hour away and you spend 2 hours a day driving. You picked a job that doesn't pay enough. You picked a job that you hate doing. You know, whatever it is. So yeah, basically just prioritize everything. Think everything through, every single step, down to the fucking socks you wear, the shoes you wear, the clothes you wear to train, the things you eat, how convenient they are, how they taste, how cheap they are, the way you sleep, what you do in your free time. Let me tell you something, I broke my TV. I haven't gotten a new one. I can very easily get a TV. The problem is I would watch it. I have this little tiny TV that I basically just use for playing music because it's louder than my laptop. And I'm not getting another TV because I would watch it. I don't have cable and shit because I would watch it. And I don't want to spend my time doing worthless shit. So basically, I've cut off a lot of shit that I would usually waste time on. Nowadays, the only thing I really waste time on is talking to people online. And honestly, I enjoy it. But what I'm talking to them about is my goals. I'm focused on my goals the entire time. I'm telling them what I want to do with my life. I'm talking to them about training, etc., etc., etc. So even that is still focus on what I'm trying to do with my life. It's still a good thing. Whereas a lot of times, people don't prioritize their life in a way that lets them focus and get as much done. Totally rambling here. Probably said the same thing about 100,000 times. I don't make these, I don't have like a dialogue before these videos, so it comes off as kind of retarded. But pretty much just prioritize all of your life towards your goals. All of it. It'll make you feel so much better. It'll make you feel so good whenever you're doing better at your goals because you thought everything through and you're not wasting as much time, you're not being stupid. It takes a little bit of thought. Just sit down for a day. One day, next time you have a day off, just tell everyone to fuck off, do your own thing for a day, and just figure out how to prioritize your life to make it as easy as possible and as productive as possible for reaching your goals, which are the things that matter to you. If you like my videos, guys, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.